We adopted our daughter in South Africa. She was 18 months old at the time. Every few hours, she would have a huge explosion of poo. It would go up her back and in her hair, and we were in the plane. And all of a sudden, the explosion happened. And we're quickly trying to get her changed. In our frenzy, my husband ripped her pants off too quickly, and little drops of very sloppy poop went everywhere. And when it was all done and I was holding her back in the proper position, I turned to my husband and said, "What's that in your hair?" Then I realized it was in his hair. The that we do for our kids.
I had just changed my son's diaper when he woke up from his nap, and I went back downstairs, but I still heard him from the monitor, fussing. So I gave it a little bit of time before I went back up, thinking he could fall back asleep. But when I went back up, I realized I had left the diaper in the crib, open. There is poo everywhere. There is poo on the sheets, there is poo in his hands and his toes and his face, next to his head, like literally a plop, like right next to his ear. It was the worst thing ever, and that is why that will be my worst diaper changing experience ever.
My husband and I were out for dinner with our 6-month-old at a nice Indian restaurant, and the papadums had just come in. We were just relaxing when all of a sudden I feel a bit wet. So I lift the little one off my lap, and what do I notice? There's been a leak. There's an explosion on my lap. So I hand her over to my husband when I noticed that there's poop on the floor. I remember the color. So what do? I wipe it off and put the wipes in my purse. Hello, my purse isn't a diaper genie.
They recommend you take babies to the hospital on day 10 when they haven't pooped. Maggie was on day 9 when we heard the telltale squirt over the monitor in the middle of the night. It was my husband's turn. As he was there trying to change her, it just kept shooting out. He was holding legs and it was just down the dresser, all over the floor. It was a brown rainbow. Who knew that poop could make a mom so happy?